Hello everybody. In my opinion, too much needless suffering is caused through ignorance of the subject and lack of helpful information when we first seek it. And this particular thing keeps the real self of ours to resurface and gain control of the situation with only with the information that can help you and your own attitude. Your real self can resurface and you can gain control of your problems. With this, I will start today's work. The first word for today is stalwart. Stalwart. Stalwart means strong, brownie, steadfast. Example: his consistent support of the party has proved that he is a stalwart and loyal member. A stalwart person is someone who is strong and can be trusted upon. Next word is stamina. Stamina. Stamina means strength. Strength is staying power. Example: I doubt that she has the stamina to run the full distance of the marathon race. Athletes train long hours to develop the stamina for athletics. Next word is stanch. Stanch. Stanch means check flow of blood. Example: it is imperative that we stanch the gushing wound before we attend to other injuries. The first thing that doctors do for patients is they stanch the wound from which blood is coming out. Next word is stanza. Stanza. Stanza means division of a long poem. Example: do you know the last stanza of the Star Spangled Banner? This is actually the title of a poem. Next word is static. Static. Static means unchanging. Lacking development is also called static. Example: nothing had changed at home. Things were static there. Next word is statute. Statute. Statute means law. Example: we have many statutes in our law book which should be repealed. Next word is statutory. Statutary. Sorry. Spelling for statutory is statutory. Statutory means created by statute or legislative action. Example: the judicial courts review and try statutory crimes. Next word is steadfast. Steadfast. Steadfast means loyal, unswerving. Example: Penelope was steadfast in her affections, faithfully waiting for Ulysses to return from his wanderings. Next word is stealth. Stalth. Stealth means secretiveness, sneakiness, slyness. Example: fearing detection by the sentries on duty, the scout inched his way toward the enemy camp with great stealth. Next word is steep. Steep. Steep means saturate, soak. Example: be sure to steep the fabric in the dye bath for the full time prescribed. Next word is stealer. Sta sorry, stealer. Stealer. STLLAR. Stellar means pertaining to the stars. Example: he was the stellar attraction of the entire performance. Next word is stem. STEM. Stem means check the flow. Example: the paramedic used a tourniquet to stem the bleeding from the slashed artery. Actually, stanch is specifically used for blood and stem is used for any kind of flow. When you stop any kind of flow, that is called stem. Next word is stem from. STEM FROM. Stem from means arise from. Example: Milton's problems in school stemmed from his poor study habits. Next word is Stentorian. STENTORIAN. Stentorian means extremely loud. Example: the town crier had a stentorian voice. His stentorian way of singing irritated many of his listeners. Next word is stereotype. S-T-E-R-O Sorry, correct spelling for stereotype. STEREOTYPED. Stereotyped means oversimplified, lacking individuality, seen as a type. Example: my chief objection to the book is that the characters are stereotyped. They come across as ethnic caricatures, not as real people with individual quirks, fears, and dreams. Next word is stickler. STICKLER. Stickler means perfectionist, person who insists things be exactly right. Example: the Internal Revenue Service agent was a stickler for accuracy. No approximations or rough estimates would satisfy him. Next word is stifle. STIFLE. Stifle means suppress, extinguish, inhibit. Example: halfway through the boring lecture, Laura gave up trying to stifle her yawns. Next word is stigma. STIGMA. Stigma means token of disgrace, brand. Example: I do not attach any stigma to the fact that you were accused of this crime. The fact that you are acquitted clears you completely. In many past traditions, intercaste marriages were considered as an stigma. Next word is stilted. STILTED. Stilted means stiffly pompous, bombastic. Example: his stilted rhetoric did not impress the college audience. They were immune to bombastic utterances. Next word is stint. STINT. Stint means be thrifty, set limits. Example: spare no expense, the bride's father said, refusing to stint on the wedding arrangements. Next word is again stint. STINT. Stint used as a noun means supply, allotted amount, assigned portion of work. Example: he performed his daily stint cheerfully and willingly. Next word is stipend. STIPEND. Stipend means pay for services. Example: There is a nominal stipend for this position. Next example is he received a nominal amount as a stipend for his services as an apprentice. Next word is stipple. Stipple. Stipple means paint or draw with dots. Example is Surate carefully stippled dabs of pure color on the canvas, juxtaposing dots of blue and yellow that the viewer's eye would interpret as green. Next word is stipulate. Stipulate. Stipulate means make, express conditions, specify. Example, before agreeing to reduce American military forces in Europe, the president stipulated that NATO teams be allowed to inspect Soviet bases. Next word is stodgy. Stodgy. Stodgy means boringly conservative, stuffy. Example, for a young person, Winston seems remarkably stodgy. You would expect someone of his age to have a little more life. Next word is stoic. Stoic. Stoic is a person who is indifferent to pleasure or pain. Example, the doctor called her patient a stoic because he had borne the pain of the examination without whimpering. Many heinous criminals are also a kind of stoic. Next word is stoke. Stoke. Stoke means stir up a fire. Feed plentifully. Example, as a scout, Marisa learned how to light a fire, how to stoke it if it started to die down, and how to extinguish it completely. Next word is stolidity. Stolidity. Stolidity means dullness, impassiveness. Example, the earthquake shattered his usual stolidity. Trembling, he crouched on the no longer stable ground. Next word is stratified. Stratified. Stratified means divided into classes, arranged into strata. Example, as the economic gap between the rich and the poor increased, Roman society grew increasingly stratified. Indian society is also stratified due to the practice of caste system. Next word is stratum. Stratum. Stratum means layer of earth's surface. Layers of society also are called stratum. Example, unless we alleviate conditions in the lowest stratum of our society, we may expect grumbling and revolt. Next word is strew. Strew. Strew means spread randomly, sprinkle, scatter. Example, preceding the bribe, sorry, preceding the bride to the altar, the flower girl will strew rose petals along the aisle. Next word is striated. S-T-R-A-I, sorry, spelling is S-T-R-I-A-T-E-D. Striated means marked with parallel bands, grooves. She wore a striated dress. The glacier left many striated rocks. Next word is stricture. Stricture. Stricture means critical comments, severe and adverse criticism. Example: his strictures on the author's style are prejudiced and unwarranted. Next word is strident. Strident. Strident means loud and harsh. Example: she scolded him in a strident voice. Every student feared Miss Maple's strident voice. Next word is stringent. Stringent. Stringent means binding, rigid. Example: I think these regulations are too stringent for small kids. Okay, so this was the last word for today.